Whoa, breaking news. Ryan Graves is opening up about there's a whole fleet of them. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about the gimbal footage, one of the big three, the three videos released in 2017 by Lou Elizondo, Chris Mellon, TTSA, etc., that really revolutionized this whole game. Got me interested in it, I know that. And just a whole bunch of people. There's legislation, there's a new government agency. It's a whole big thing. And the gimbal video was one of those big things. And Ryan Graves just released on his own website further details about that. Let's just get into it. Okay, this is from ryangraves.com. All right, I'm not going to read all of it, but let's get into the meat of the actual gimbal experience. Oh, and of course, I'm so excited. I forgot to say, this is Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like. Please subscribe and please hit the bell to be notified of future videos. And as I'm going through it, please comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, so the gimbal, despite their experience in the aircraft, the air crew was baffled by what they saw on their sensors. The advanced targeting forward locking AR pod slewed to focus on the radar contacts as Ripper 11 neared the unknown contacts. The interloper, correlated by fully operating radar system, displayed on the screen with a peculiar outline rather than what we were used to seeing. The object appeared to have channeled IR energy emanating from the center of the disc, both from the top and the bottom. It was disc or gimbal shaped and somewhat tilted relative to its flight path. The object appeared to be a source of IR energy in a completely different way than a regular airplane, and IR is infrared. On tactical aircraft, IR signatures are generally minimized, reducing the efficacy of IR passive detection or tracking systems or weapons. Masking your signature at close range is difficult despite the reduction efforts. Ripper 11 flew within 6 to 8 nautical miles of gimbal to resolve its structure and identify the contact. However, with the sun now set, visual inspection was dangerous, if not impossible, and the AT FLIR's TV mode was ineffective. When an air crew observes an item on the FLIR, it is common to see the aircraft's skin, clear exhaust flames and lines, and other distinguishing attributes. However, even at close ranges, the gimbal lacks such features. The reported behaviors would not be possible if there were no visible flight surfaces, no wings or other lifting bodies, no exhaust plume, or any other evidence of regular propellant systems. And of course, here is the famous...
Dude, this is a fucking drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
You're looking.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like... Look at that thing. It's rotating.
Love it. All right, the object rotates approximately 90 degrees to become perpendicular to the horizon. The shocked aircrew exclaims over the ICS, "It's rotating." Then the clip abruptly ends. Or does it? All right, so there's a whole fleet of them. That's what makes this so exciting. What the video does not reveal adds to the mystery. The aircraft's radar is the principal instrument for identifying and monitoring airborne objects. In the gimbal footage, the aircraft reveals what more is detected. Look at the SA, the situational awareness. There's a whole fleet of them. As it turned out, there were. According to the SA page's radar data, 4 or 5 more objects were close to gimbal. Check it out. Look at that beautiful picture. Oh my God. There's a fleet of UFOs. That's amazing. The gimbal object was located between 5 and 10 miles away, while these other objects appeared to be spaced 3 to 5 nautical miles apart. What these numbers mean is discussed in more detail below. offset to the north and ahead of the gimbal object. This formation made a maneuver, I believe, to the left that caused the wedge formation to break down a little into what appeared to my trained eyes to be poor formation keeping. Interesting. And this is obviously Ryan Graves talking. The formation tightened into its original wedge shape as it rolled out on its new ultimate heading, which appeared 180 degrees from its original heading. This formation turned at a tighter radius during the maneuver than I had anticipated based on my prior experience. Additional data about gimbal's behavior could be found on the essay page. When the constellation of smaller objects changed course and advanced in the opposite direction, the gimbal performed a roughly 180-degree maneuver to stay close to the group. In contrast to the turn of the formation, gimbal's turn was lightning fast. Just what does this signify? Assuming the vehicle has inertia, it had just made a vertical turn. These things were functioning oppositely, executing turns in an energy inefficient manner. Or was this an intentionally over-aggressive maneuver to complicate the geometry of the approaching fighter jet Ripper 11? We just don't know. Fascinating. Everyday occurrences. As I sat on my couch internalizing the 2017 New York Times piece, I felt a sense of frustration. The New York Times was unaware that the gimbal incident was not isolated. It was merely one of the numerous UAP detections that alarm pilots. We have detected unusual radar encounters practically every day since upgrading our radars to the APG-79 in 2014, and we were almost colliding with them. It's crazy. And Ryan Graves did almost collide with one. I don't think it was a gimbal, it was the weird cube in the sphere thing, or whatever it was. After talking with other colleagues still flying on the East Coast, I confirmed that the objects were still being identified frequently. There had to be a solution. Looking through the New York Times story, I came across a link to the Stars Academy, which seemed to be in control of the clips at the time. I found their email address and wrote them the following message. Hello, my name is Ryan Graves, and I'm an FA-18 F-pilot. I was airborne when the video you released was recorded. Would you like to discuss the rest of the tape? Lou Elizondo sent me an email 3 months later. Fascinating stuff. What does it mean? I have no clue. Neither does Ryan Graves. If anybody has an idea, I would love to know. Why was there a fleet of UFOs maneuvering on the instruments of the pilots? Why were they allowing themselves to be seen in a formation? Why was this one particular craft, the gimbal, moving seemingly independently of the rest of the fleet? What was it doing? Was it just having an off day? Was it showing off? Was it the leader directing the others? Who knows? If you have any idea, I would love to hear it. But this is all very fascinating. It is my understanding, having researched UFOs a lot, that they can make themselves invisible when they want to, often, or they can just shoot off and, you only see them for a half a second. So if they don't want to be observed by the military, you would think that they would not be observed. So to me, this indicates them making themselves visible and observable, whether visually or on the instruments. So anyway, that's just my take. I could be totally wrong. I would love to get an alien down here or whatever they are to interview them and ask them that question. Until then, let me know your thoughts, because I don't have a clue. But this is super fascinating, and I'm super grateful to Ryan Graves for getting this information out there. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. That'd be awesome. Please hit subscribe, and please hit the bell to be notified of future videos. There's social media links below. There's Facebook and Twitter, trying to grow this platform. So if you want to help me, if you want to be updated on the latest videos, that's another great way to do it. Please subscribe or follow on Facebook and Twitter. There's also a PayPal button below if you wanted to support the channel. Until then, please comment below and let me know what you think about all this. Do you have any insight that I'm missing here? I'm not a military expert. Maybe some of you do have some insight that could shed some light on all this. Anyway, talk to you later. Cosmic Road out.